It'll open up that Facebook page, so then you'll hear yourself. So you might want to close out of that Facebook page.
Don't worry, I got you right there. I'm not even. Oh, okay, I'm right there. Okay, cool. Close that right there. Hi, everyone. I hope everyone's doing fantastic right over here. We are live right now. It is Wednesday night. Yeah, we are here right now. You had missed it earlier at the workshop. There was some poets in here that turned our other poets into avatars, even though Halloween has already passed. I mean, that's still cool as all hell. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't turn to an avatar, but it was pretty cool. You have to be here to witness that. But you're here witnessing the live open mic right over here. Welcome aboard, everybody. I am your host tonight, Nick Palogos. It is my favorite night of the week, Wednesday night here at The Word Is Right. We're going to go ahead and go get this party started. I had a great old time over in and we had a great old time over there in the at what was it? At DerpyCon. It was a lot of fun out there. It was a lot of fun over in the New Brunswick area if you were there. It was great to see you. I see Ethan Mackler popped into the room and wanted to get in on that list. So we're going to get Ethan right on there and everything. So I got you, Ethan. And we already have a list already as it is and everything. And I'm not going to waste that much time on dropping promotions and everything. But you should be liking The Word Is Right on Facebook, IG, YouTube. We are everywhere and everything. The avatar is back right there. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's back. And this time we got a fox. That's pretty cool. I like foxes. I like foxes a lot. I also like kitties. So, yeah. You're learning about my tendencies right there while I pull up my piece and everything. If you haven't already, go ahead and go follow me on IG, The Real Nick P right there. It's right there in my name right there. You can go ahead and go see that and everything too as well. You can get my book Ad versus Reaction through me. I'm working on some newer things and everything too, some new projects. So it's going to be a lot of fun. You will be knowing about that and everything if you go to my pages. So I have actually some new things that I wrote. But I'm only going to give this one right here because I really like how this one came out. And it's a little cheesy, but I don't care. Here we go. You are not a burden. You are a person. You deserve love. You deserve a hug. You deserve a person who will compliment and help you with learning about yourself and how to grow. You will cultivate a garden aggregate. You have needs. Fill it with creeds of prayer seeds. You need love. Everyone deserves at least one hug. Now repeat after me. You are not a burden. You are a person. For those that are dealing with some things and everything too, that's for you all and everything. Yes, you are a person and you deserve all the love and everything like that and everything. This is a space that we like to craft for our poets and performers and everything. All styles are welcome over here, whether you be musician, comic, poet, writer, author, novelist, whatever the case may be. Painters even too as well. That's an art form too. Drawers, anything. Come here. We will take you in and show you love. As I drink this water and everything, get our first person up here on the mic and everything too as well. We got Strauss Mouse right over here coming up to the mic. I believe that's how the name is spelled in the Zoom room. That's what I'm seeing right there. Strauss Mouse right over here coming up to the mic. What is going on, Strauss Mouse? How are you?
Stress. Beanie blessings. Yeah, we found the was it Jeff or Robert who taught us about the filters on Deadpan Dope yesterday? So I found the mouse one just because it rhymes. But I'm actually about to read something like rather serious, and I'm going to take it off. That's better. Yeah, but Beanie blessings. It's good to see you on Zoom. I'm glad we got to hang out on Halloween on Monday. It was very fun. That was a fun vibe on Monday, and I loved your poem. It was beautiful. important to hear that. So this is new shit. Oops, I opened the wrong document. One sec. This is, as I said, this is new shit. It is called 5678. My life moves faster than an Irish step dancer's feet, flicking in one direction, my brain panicking in another. How do I keep up with the rhythms and beats? Unsure why my body drags itself across the dance floor instead of moving through. Fewer hours of daylight, memories of my darkest time slip back into my cranium. The constellations unfamiliar, unable to connect the dots, not slipping back into the harvest. Instead of swift breezes that knock me through the ice. Breath fogs up the new glass ceiling over my mind, face, mouth, entire being, while oxygen leaves me like dance during summer. I remember advocacy. Balance beams are meant to be fallen off of, and practice makes close to perfect that will never exist, but can keep me on thick number lines. I'm the choreographer of my own life, my moves. I will always have control of how the steps will go and how I want my dance to dance. Thank you.
Ooh, okay. Give it up one time for Strauss Mouse in the house right now. See how I rhyme with that one right there?
Yeah.
Give it up one time right there for Strauss Mouse.
Thank you.
Oh, that was amazing right there. It's once again, it is always good to see you. We've been spending a lot of time in person, but we have graced the virtual stage now 2 Wednesdays in a row now, which is awesome. I am happy about that. Whether I see you virtually or in person, always a pleasure to see you and everything. Lizzie, where can the people find you and the Beanie Mafia online and everything? All the cool things you got going on.
Thank you. You can find me at mostly on Instagram, IGES_Strauss. I'll drop it in the chat. Oh yeah, I love Nick's ceramic beanie. It's so cute. And oh yeah, and I'm drinking out of my Martin Parker mug, by the way, who's here. So make sure you check out his merch, Park William. I'm giving him a plug. Yeah, IGES_Strauss. You can find, I have a new book coming out, Intervisions, a book of prose soon. I still have a couple first editions of these left, just a couple. So if you haven't got Kunda Be Near the Out Loud LGBTQ anthology, which also features Shaki G and Robert Fleming, who are here tonight. You can DM me here for that, or on Instagram, where my website is. And yeah, all that stuff. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Lizzie. It's always good to see you over here again. And I love that piece. That was a really awesome piece right there. And yeah, I'm see here the beanie right here. I'm a part of the Beanie Mafia right over here with the glasses right there, you know, rocking out and everything like that. You know, I'm just saying I can't find my antisocial beanie, but when I do find that, it's game over.
I do love that beanie. I do love that beanie.
It's a great beanie. It is absolutely a great beanie. And like, I need to get another one. Like, I'm going to have 2 more. So like, you know, we'll be good to go and everything like that. So I'll never do something.
Nick, Lizzie, you both look like freaks.
Oh no!
Well, only Ethan's cool enough to look cool in sunglasses and a beanie.
True.
And Jeff Taylor.
That is facts.
What's it called? Quadruplets?
Quadruplets.
I'll say what my mother would say. All the people wearing a beanie, are they in a cult?
Yes. Beanie Mafia cult.
They're in a cult, Robert's mom.
You need to get a beanie and sunglasses.
Well,
so I
Nick
can be
is the
Philadelphia
cult
freak.
leader.
No,
Nick is the cult leader.
I thought you were. This whole
No,
time.
I'm the beanie mafioso, and Nick is the cult leader.
Oops. It just happens like that sometimes.
That's what Advocate of Words.
I'm so sick of him.
What? That's what Advocate said, that Nick is the cult leader, and I'm the beanie mafioso. Like 2 years ago. That's been for like 2 years.
Oops.
My cousin used to call me the Philadelphia freak. So.
Oh no. Well, We won't do that over here. You don't have to worry about that right there and everything, Mark.
Oh, I took it as a badge of honor.
Oh, okay. As long as you take it as a badge of honor, then we're good over here. We'll be hearing more from Parquillian later on tonight, and you can see about all the cool merch and everything later on. So you gotta stick around for that and everything. Yes, right there. And again, always great to see you, Lizzie. And make sure you drop your info in the chat too for the people too as well. All right. So now we're gonna go ahead and go to a great friend of mine who I've also met in person too as well when I was out in the area of Pennsylvania. It's the great Shocky G coming to the mic right over here. Shocky, what's going on? How are you?
I'm good. I have two small pieces I'm gonna do. So the first one's a little bit older. It's called Email. The email reads, I often wonder who you are spending your time with these days. Sounds like, why are you so alone? Like, what is wrong with you is in the subject. Feels like, fuck you, I'm trying. I don't understand why people ask questions in email and expect an answer. Why make me out to be a liar? I say I've been busy with work. There aren't enough hours in a day, way too many hours in the night. I mean, I bought new sheets and pillows for my bed. I love being able to sleep in any position I like. Whatever to convince you I'm not lonely, just alone. And then this next one is new. It is my attempt at a golden shovel, and it's using the line from Drake's album, Guess I Should Have Kept My Family Closer, much closer. And poem is, all my so-called cousins are just busy, I guess. That's why I haven't had time to call. Maybe I should have called them first or gone to visit, but there's always something that kept taking priority. Not sure they even consider my family part of theirs. When I was young, we were so much closer. I can't say I don't miss them. Lord knows I think of them too much. Maybe it's the distance. I wish we all lived closer.
Ooh, Shocky G. That was impressive right there. I love the new pieces right there, what you got going on with that. Great to hear you again. Great to see you in this space and everything too as well. Excuse me. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Shocky, where can the people find you online if you got anything cool coming up too as well and everything too?
Yeah. Sunday, our podcast show for Right to the Mic, right? No, the word is right, called Out Loud, which is with the book Out Loud, Elizabeth Strauss's brainchild, is going to have its show for November. We will have guests on the show. Sabrina Benaim. I don't know why I keep saying her name wrong. Talking about mental health. So if you would like to join, you can. And then I think on the 18th, I will be interviewing Catherine Weiss with Garage Poets, which you should also come through. She's got a lot of awesome work that I've been looking over to get ready for that. So a lot of creative ideas that she's used. So come to either of those.
Absolutely. Go out and support on a Sunday right there. That's definitely awesome right there. What Shocky and Jacob are both doing over there. It's a great time and everything like that. Definitely go check out the Out Loud podcast right over there. I do see Marianne Peterson also hopped in the room. It's great to see you again. Hope all is well and everything. We got our list going on here. It's filling up right now and everything. So we'll be all good and everything like that. And it's great to, and again, Shocky, great to see you. I definitely got to come back out and visit and everything. Give you one of those Vice Grip hugs. I got you. I got you on that. All right. So for our next performer right over here, we got the Garage Poets is coming over here, taking over here. You might notice that the space might have become a garage, and there's the chairs and everything with the beers and cigarette ashtrays right there. It's the great Jeff Taylor coming up to the mic, the host of the Garage Poets. What's going on, Jeff? I think the glasses are all over the place right over there. What's yes, Robert? You had your hand raised? Oh, you got okay. Go ahead, Jeff. What's going on? How are you?
Yeah, I made a new background but I don't have a green screen and I need one for my laptop. So I won't use it. But I don't drink alcohol and I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. So there's no beer and cigarette ashtrays in my garage.
Huh.
There is iced coffee and marijuana or cannabis.
Also good options there too as well right there. This is a 420 friendly space, so you are good to go and everything too as well. So if you want to go ahead and smoke ganja, eat your edibles, whatever the heck you got to do and everything, we approve of that here in the space. But don't get too crazy.
Never
What
get
you
too
got?
crazy. I'm gonna read somebody else's poem if that's all right. I can do
Cover
it.
poem? Absolutely. Yeah,
Cover
read a
poem.
cover. Fuck yeah,
My,
let's go.
One of my favorite poets, Brian S. Ellis, and this is maybe one of my top 3 poetry books of all time, American Dust Revisited by Brian S. Ellis. It is available from Hell Press. So if you're gonna buy some poetry books, this is one to look at. And this is a poem called Charles. All of my days begin by waking up and getting on the train. All of my days begin by waking up on the train and switching. All of my days begin by waking up and walking to work. All of my days begin by waking up on the ride home, switching trains, waking up again, walking home so I can go back to sleep so I can go to work. My days begin in the snap of body out of the land of dream so I can move from dream to dream underneath the earth. When I sleep on the train, I dream about my life, which involves waking up and falling asleep and dreaming. When I dream about dream in my sleep underneath the earth, I am underneath myself. I live off of Green Street. I change at Downtown Crossing. I work in Harvard Square. In between 2 cities are folded into patches of lightlessness. Above me, a city is towering over my dreaming. 2 maps are drawn to draw a third. First is the city that wakes. The second is the train that dreams, and I am the third. A map of colored thread. The cities and the river of the name of a man lost on the subway. Everything has sight and tells me about the looking. They tunnel inside of me. When I fall asleep, Green Street and Downtown Crossing are closer together. I am shrinking the city by living in it. I am an orange thread, a red thread. I am a city, they are next to one another. I tunnel between the things that have tunneled into me. I pass the same street people every day. No matter how many times I pass them, our interactions are the same. My names for them are their questions for me. Do you know the price of sleeping? How do you feed hands? Can you tell me the name of luck? The names follow me into the tunnels and I plant them under the city that I am. The questions are at every stop. The stops are all the same. The locations are stops are questions that I take into the dreaming. The faces of buildings, the hands of sidewalks. Do you know the price of luck? The questions follow me home. They are in my mouth when I wake up. I am asking the watching sky. I am wading through the river of my body. How do you feed sleeping? The voices are the same place when I dream them together. The city underneath the city alters the space from meaning to meaning, from stop to stop. A third map is drawn. Can you tell me the name of hands? This is a necklace of questions that lives its map in the city of my life. I can tell them I am awake because I am writing poems. Poems are my work. Poem is the place I leave home for. I try to poem all of the nouns. I am growing into them. I am age at them. Everything under the overneath the river and sky, all that touches the air and does not. It is all dreaming into my mouth. I lessen the space between them with the thread that I am. Each thread a poem, an illuminated dream. Once they are inside of me, they wake up to their own dream, and then I am a city that I poem. I can tell them I am asleep because I am writing poems. When I move from the train to train, the dream changes. A dream changes, meaning is made. The dream is now a poem. A poem is a dream all changed around. My poems are all my life, a map of my city and my dreams at once. One lives below the other. They are connected by the subway. There are people making music in the subway all the time. They play guitar, the keyboard, pots and pans, the music of my dreams. They are everything the city is built over. I am changed by the music. When this happens, the music is changed in me. Poems are my music, changing my dreams. The meaning maker is the sewing needle. The music is the answer to all my names. The train follows the train onto the train. My sleep is underneath all that I have built. It is a journey the city takes me through, using the lightlessness of my dream to illuminate what I cannot see when I awake. The eyes of the nouns of the earth. The music is the world, a shimmering wall of sleep to hold us to and connect us from what is watching us. I build a network of words with a series of stops. I try to map out my life. Stop. I try to build a city. Stop. I try to remember my dreams. Stop. I dream, try, remember. Stop. The locations are wrong. Stop. The words, a network. Stop. I'm trying to understand my dreams. Stop. The dreams are a map. Stop. I am a dream. Stop. I am a poem. Stop. I am Boston. Stop. When we stop, I have to wake up. Stop. I have to keep. Stop. Moving. Stop. I stop the wrong stop. Location. Stop. Words to poem. Stop. I can tell I'm asleep because I am a poem. Stop. I can tell I am Boston because I am a dream. Stop. I can tell I'm a poem because I wake up. Stop. When the train stops, I keep moving. When I sleep, I wake to a city underneath my life. When I wake up, I collect things for my dreams. I dream to make poems. I poem to make my waking. The price of sleep is dreaming. The price of dreaming is sight. The price of sight is nouns. The price of nouns is hands. The price of hands is work. My work is poems. I am building a city of words. I live in Boston. And that is Charles by Brian S. Ellis.
Holy shit, that was an amazing poem right there. My God. Ooh.
Yeah, that guy's a fountain of amazing poems. He lives in Oregon now, but Portland. But he used to live in Boston.
Okay. That's cool. That's awesome right there. I mean, still is Boston right over there, even if you're in Portland. What was the thing? You could take a person at one location and go to another one, but they still always have that, like, the first location within them still, always.
Yeah, he doesn't do that poem anymore. He said I could do it for him instead.
Jeff, you could ask him to be a feature on the Garage Poets.
He actually
I would love to do
first
that.
He was our very first feature before we started having features.
Oh, he
Marissa was our
was.
first feature because I like just started recently having features, and Marissa was the first one. But before I even met you guys, when it was like the OG Garage Poets crew from when pandemic started, Brian was the only person we had feature. Just because I wanted to hear him come and read.
Oh my goodness, this person is amazing right there. I've never gotten, like, I don't ever really get like that. And like that one poem, I'm like, I want to hear more of what this poet has to say. That was amazing right there, Jeff. You definitely need to bring Brian as a feature. So why don't you also tell us where we can get Brian's book or books?
Yeah,
And
you
also,
can go, any bookstore will have it. I know you can go to like just like every book and mortar store can get it, or we'll probably have this book right here, American Dust Revisited. I've seen it at a lot of bookstores.
okay.
Barnes and Noble, whatever kind of bookstores you guys got around you, they'll probably have this book. Hell Press, University of Hell Press. You can Brian S. Ellis. He has a lot of other books, but to me, this is like the number one.
Sweet. That's what's up right there. All right. I like that. I like that. Definitely drop all that info in the chat. And also, Jeff, why don't you let the people also know about Garage Poets, if there's any feature this week too as well, and where they can find you and the Garage Poets online too.
Yeah, I'll drop it in the chat. This week we have 2 features actually. I'm going to start thinking about doing 2 features because we were doing 30-minute features. But I don't know, I got to start thinking that maybe 30 minutes is a lot for one person straight. So 15 minutes each. We have first Chad Parento, who is the host of Stone Soup Poetry. He'll be our feature. And then also John Wessick, who you all know from the interwebs, is going to be our second feature. So we've got 2 15-minute features planned. And yeah, hopefully you all will come and join. I'll drop the info in the chat.
There you go, right there. Garage Poets right there. 2 excellent features. I know John very well. I've heard John's work before. He's absolutely amazing. I don't know about the first one. I don't think I've heard of the first one, but that sounds like a awesome pairing right over there, Jeff. That's awesome right there. Congrats on the double feature right there. I'll look forward to it if I have some time on Friday with everything that I got going on, everything with all the convention stuff and everything. I will definitely pop on in and at least check it out and everything like that, see what's going on. But again, great to see you again, and I hope you get better soon. I know that the ick sucks and everything too as well and everything too.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, let's get on to the next person right over here. We're going to go from Massachusetts all the way down I-95 to hit Delaware, where we got Robert Fleming coming to the mic right there. What is going on, Robert? How are you?
Good, I'm grateful. I visited my doctor this week. I had an infected fingernail, and she put me on an antibiotic called Bactam, and it cleared it up in 2 days. And she also sent some of my infected pus to the laboratory to find out what's going on in there. So I'm so grateful that the antibiotic is working.
Yeah, that like an infected fingernail is definitely no fun and everything too. Like, actually, funny thing is, I don't think I've been mentioned on the show that I stopped biting my fingernails 2 months ago and everything too. So, and I'm just trying to figure out do I have any infections in my fingernails and everything. So it's a good thing that you are doing well with all that and everything, that the antibiotic is working and everything. And yeah, that still sucks that you had to deal with that though, with all the pus and everything. That sounds gross.
Well, I'm just grateful that I was able to see my doctor quickly, and the antibiotic has worked very quickly.
Nice.
So that's great. So tonight I want to share my current project, which is I'm preparing a book, and several of my graphic images that I created are a horizontal orientation, and books are vertical. So I'm trying to convert all of my images to vertical images, and I'm also trying to make them all black and white. So I'm just going to share some of the images that I'm going to try to do that with. This is my series, imagining repairing the ozone level. So this was the trial number 1, and I used stitches to repair the ozone. The next one was to repair the ozone with sutures. And the third trial was with a Band-Aid. This is the second largest ozone hole in the atmosphere. The one I was showing before is the largest ozone hole. So here I'm trying to use Band-Aids again. And here I'm getting ready to try to use Elmer's glue to close the hole. And now there's the Elmer's glue in the hole. And then the Elmer's glue ran. And then this is the poem I wrote about Elmer's glue about 2 years ago. I'll read it. Ode to Elmer. Every Google search finds a truth is false. Elmer's glue is not made from horses, but emulsion of polyvinyl acetate and polyvinyl alcohol and propylene glycol. a waste to squeeze polys into a plastic bottle. Elmer is not poisonous. Too bad. Don't combine polys. Drink polys on ice. Thank you for letting me share my current project, and I'm hoping by the middle of this month, I'll know whether I can do it or not. And greetings from Delaware.
Greetings indeed from New Jersey, for all the way to Delaware and everything, right back at you. That's awesome right there. I wish you the best of luck. You let us know if that as soon as possible, what's going on with that and everything too. And you got all the blessing in the world from me and all the luck and love and everything that you need. I wish you all the best there, Robert, and everything. And I hope it all works out and everything too. I like that. I especially like the one with the Band-Aids too as well. And I'm like thinking like, we're gonna need a bigger Band-Aid. I like that. I was like, I like that one, and the Elmer's glue. And I'm like, Elmer's glue. I was like, I used to use that back in the day and everything. And I'm like, it was like, oh my God, like I love this. It was really awesome right there what you did with that and everything too. You're welcome. You're welcome. Where can the people find you online if you have anything cool coming up in terms of events and everything too?
This past week, I was a feature on Planet Poetry 28. I will put the link for the YouTube video. And then November 9th, for my local writers group, the Rehoboth Beach Writers Guild, we are having a published authors reading, and I will be one of the features in that, and I will put the link in that, a link in the chat also for that.
Nice. I remember Planet Poetry 28. I've been on that one before too as well. It's a really good spot too as well to get yourself on there and everything too as well. I was featured like a few years back and everything. It was awesome over there and everything. Great time. Mark Fishbein hosts that and everything, does a great job with that and everything. So shout out to Mark Fishbein right there and everything. Want to give him some love right there and everything. And yeah, definitely drop those links in the chat right there. We'll save that and we'll have a look at that later. And, you know, again, love to you and everything, and congrats. And one of the many mainstays over here at this mic here, Robert Fleming, always awesome to have him here and everything. God love right there. God love you right there. Whew. All right. So we're moving on down the list right now. And coming up now, we're going to go to Black Silver 47 up in the house right over here. It is always good to have Black Silver here. One of the many mainstays right over here. What's going on, Black Silver? How are you doing?
What would it be like? What would it be like?
What it be like? Well, I want to say you sound awesome, by the way, Black Silver. So you sound awesome. I see you. I think I see also, is that a Flash hat you got going on over there?
It is the Flash.
Hey, I knew it. I'm looking. I'm like, wait, is that the Flash? I got to make sure about that.
I just got it because of the lightning bolt. You know, I don't really get too much into the Flash, but I just thought this was a dope symbol, just the lightning bolt and just red, you know, and just the black and red combination. I just thought it was a dope hat. I don't even care if it's the Flash. I just thought it was a dope hat with a lightning bolt kind of coming down. So, you know,
I like it.
I know that it's the Flash, but you know, you know.
I get that. I respect that right there. Hey, but I love it though. Whether you're wearing it for whatever purpose may be, I just gotta say, I wanted to point that out and say I love that right there. I love that.
Hat.
It is a dope hat. I really have to say. I have to get me one now.
I go to GameStop for my hats. That's my go-to place for hats. Just GameStop. I don't get any games. I just get all their paraphernalia, their statues, like, you know. I'm funny like that.
I love that though. Hey, nothing wrong with going to GameStop, whether it be for the other items that are over there or the games, whatever it may be. But I'm ready to hear what you got to say, Black Silver. What you got for us tonight?
Okay, I got two pieces. I got Nothing to See Here, and then I'm thinking I'm gonna go ahead and read my prompt again for the chat. I'm gonna do it for the live stream, and then the people that weren't here, I'm gonna go ahead and read the prompt again. But I'll start out with Nothing to See Here. And this poem is about being broke. And so I feel more comfortable reading this poem today because I get paid tomorrow. So, you know, it's toward the end of the pay week. So it's like things are getting kind of slim. So, but yeah, this piece is called Nothing to See Here. Hope you like it. Look into my eyes, and there's nothing to see, just a black void. I act matured, but really want to go back to playing with toys. Growing up was a bad choice. Just a black boy, grew up in the suburbs surrounded by white boys that made more money than me. Cause look at my paycheck, there's nothing to see. Look at my wallet, there's nothing to see. Just a few not so lucky crystals, got just enough to get not that much of the bare essentials. Might as well be bare naked, cause look in my closet, there's nothing to see. Just a few t-shirts and jeans. I'm a well with no water. I feel like the desert. Good times I can't remember. Two functioning arms and legs are my only redemption. And when I finally get paid, here comes the government to take a percentage. Wish I could participate in the game of life instead of the pain and the strife, eating ramen noodles just to survive. Because look in my refrigerator, there's nothing to see. Not even OJ and cheap dinner, not even oatmeal and cheap liquor. It gets better is what I say in the mirror. I know that for a fact, because I ain't going out like that. Until then, I wear my not so lucky hat. And until then, there's nothing to see here. So if you, yeah, hey, that's what it'd be like. That's what it'd be like, you know. Black Silver ain't got it like that. Black Silver got it like that, but he ain't got it like that. So here we go. And this next piece, this is from the prompt earlier. I just want to read it again, just for the people that weren't here and like for the live and everything. So this is from the prompt. The prompt was speak a poem about mental illness. It was something like that. Speak a poem about like mental illness and like your experience with mental illness. So I wrote this poem about madness. Here we go. The madness is real. Constant uphill battle. That's a hard pill to swallow. Don't need no pills, I need redemption. Don't need no injection, I need protection. Suicidal contemplation. I'm Rapunzel with missing pages. Still locked in a tower. Feminine power trapped betwixt my rib cages. Don't need no doctor's appointment, I need to express my feelings. Don't need someone to tell me what to do, I need someone to listen. I don't need a Bible, I need God. Go back to the source, when I lived without remorse and wasn't on my high horse, looking down upon my shame. I don't want to play the game, I need a white stone. Little did I know, the white stone is my name. And that's that piece. That was from the prompt. I highly suggest people get here early at the 8 so they can, you know, get their creative juices going with the prompts that Nick hosted earlier in the mic. So that was from the prompt. So yeah.
That is so cool that you read that one. I liked both of those a lot and everything. And then I had a second listen to it and everything. And there was one line that stood out for me and everything. I don't need a Bible. I need God. I'm like, ooh, that line was really, I love that line right there. That was, ooh, that was fire. Both those pieces
came from, that's actually a quote from one of my favorite rappers, JK the Reaper, and his poem, not poem, but he's one of my favorite rappers. His song Suicide Note. Yeah, I got that from Suicide Note. Yeah, that one line. So it was just that one line that I took out of that rap verse. So I just thought that was a dope line too. So of course I remembered it, and I was just like, that fits right in here what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna go ahead and just stick that right in there. So yeah.
Slipped it right in there. I love that. I love that, Black Silver. It's always good to have you here, and thank you for reading both of those. I really appreciate that and appreciate your space the time you took right over here to read those and everything. Always a pleasure to have you here, one of the many mainstays here. Black Silver, where can the people find you online, and any cool things you got going on, and and also where they can get your jewelry too?
Yep. You can find me online on Instagram. That's how I interact with the world at Mordenti777 Beads Unleashed. I got my jewelry. I posted a few new things. I've been feeling kind of blue, so I made like 2 blue necklaces, and then I got a bracelet, and so I got some things on there. So check me out on IG. I'll put it in the chat.
There you go, right there. I love the color blue on bracelets or necklaces. I actually have one of the necklaces that Black Silver made. I've rocked that at live performances. So that one actually got to grace the great stage of QXTs and everything too. So
You know,
your jewelry going all over the place, you know?
blue is the throat chakra. So it's like that's kind of like what we're all about here on this open mic, expressing our feelings, expressing ourselves. So the color blue is important, is an important color for artists.
Yes.
Hey, there we go, Lizzie.
See, like what Lizzie had on Jer's book right there. Like that's amazing right there. Like right there. I like how it all comes and everything like that. Yep. All Shane Maynard right there. I see that right there. Black Silver. Once again, it's always great to see you and everything. Thank you again for coming through. And shout out to Shane Maynard, who made not only that book, but also this beautiful blue book right over here. See, this is all blue right here, right from the throat. So it's like all blue right here and everything too. So yeah, I get that right there. Black Silver. Always great to see you right there. So with that being said, before we get on to Christopher right over there, make sure you also check out all the other amazing shows that we have here at The Word Is Right. We had Deadpan Dope yesterday. That's usually the day beforehand and everything. Always a great show and everything too. We have amazing Saturday shows that Marissa Prada runs and everything too as well. We got the Garage Poets on Friday. We got Banjo. I'm gonna get you on that list. Don't worry, I got you and everything. I'm gonna go ahead and update that list. And as I'm updating, putting Banjo on that list and everything too, because I'm handwriting that and everything too. Yeah, it's very fitting. It's like the Twisted Twins thing. I like that. Yeah, it's like almost like it melded perfectly and everything too as well. It's really awesome and everything. And Mondays we have Cafe Generalissimo with Generalissimo Brian Franco, who usually is in the room right now. I hope all is well with Generalissimo and everything. And we also have Moist Mondays. That's run by Marissa Prada herself. That is a erotic open mic, non-recorded and everything. Come through, listen to some great erotic artists too as well. I've been to a few of those. Those are a lot of fun and everything too as well. Don't forget Sunday we got the Out Loud podcast that Shaki G had mentioned earlier. Her and Jacob Moses run that and everything, and it's a great time over there. They got a lot of great guests coming through there, so make sure you go check that out too as well and everything. And how could I forget that if you miss Wednesdays, you're like, damn, Nick, I really want to hear you host again. You got to come back in 2 weeks and see me. But in the other Wednesdays, the 2nd and 4th, the great Christopher Moore is the one that runs that one, runs more poetry over there. And Christopher Moore is next on my list right over there. So it's quite ironic that I can bring up Mr. Moore onto the stage. What's going on, Christopher? How you doing?
Yes, except unlike Nick, I cannot forgive poetry sons.
It takes time, my friend. It takes time. Once you get it, then you're good. And you'll get there. You'll get there one day. I'm confident in you. I think I also have the same headphones that you have and everything. I think I do. No, actually, wait. You have the thing right over there. The thing that like.
I forget what kind these are. I got these a few years ago.
Yeah, I got something that looks similar to that one. I'm like, oh, does he have the same one I have? Yeah, we're gonna get you right up here, Christopher Moore. I hope all is well with you. Let them know where they could find you online, and let's hear what you got to say and everything. And also
yeah, I'll say that. I'll say that after I read the poem because I only have one poem.
Okay, go ahead.
I wrote this earlier tonight. It's for a book I'm compiling still. It's called A Note to the Heart Colonizers. This organ is not yours to command. It does not genuflect with a snap of a finger or any parlor tricks. Its materials and feelings can't be collected to be stored for one of your sad, rainy days with no regards to how it might be feeling. You can send armada after armada you may like, but you will not populate my mind with your thoughts to be used as propaganda against my logical mind. So be sure to turn your drama ship around, because this heart will never be carved up in order to serve your petty emotional needs.
Ooh, you see, you left me speechless there, Christopher. I was having trouble unmuting right there, so you left me speechless right there. That's how awesome that poem was right there. I like that. I can't wait to see where that
Yeah.
next book goes and everything. I read Icarus Falls. It's a really, really impressive book that what Christopher has done and everything too as well. Christopher is also a person that I have met in person too as well. So
And he
that's,
admits it.
I admit, I absolutely will admit that. I also admit that I also gave you a vice grip hug.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to tell my cardiologist about that this coming week because you know, my chest hasn't been the same.
I mean, I now warn people now because apparently I give vice grip hugs, but oops, I got love for you.
You're like a Care Bear viper or something, like, you know.
A little bit, just tap it,
Yeah.
But I love the poem right there, Christopher. It's great to hear you again and everything too. Let the people know about where they can find you, about your next halfway feature, who you got, and about your other endeavors that you got going on too as well and everything too.
Yeah. So as Nick said when he introduced me, my show is the opposite days of his, the second and fourth Wednesday. I recently changed the time though. Instead of 7:30, I made it 8. So now it's 8 to 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. So as far as where my halfway features, I actually met the halfway feature that I have for this month. I actually met when I subbed for Nick. She goes by the name They Call Me Mitch, but I think her name is Mitch. Is that right, Nick?
Yes, that's what Mitch goes by and everything too. Mitch also hosts They Call Me Mitch on Fridays as well at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time and everything too as well. And Mitch runs a really smooth open mic out there and everything. Definitely shout outs to you, Mitch, right there and everything. Mitch is absolutely phenomenal and everything too as well.
Plus, I also have a podcast that I started 2 months ago, The Poetic Robin Hood. It has a new episode every first Monday of the month. And this next one will be November 7th, next week. And for that, I had a host on The Word is Right, Maureen Medina. She read her poetry for my second episode.
Maureen Medina. I have met Maureen also in person too as well. You know, it's crazy because now I can actually say, like, holy crap, I've met a lot of the poets and everything. Like this room right now that I'm in, about a third of the room that I have met in person and hugged in person, everything, given vice grip hugs and everything, that in the whole 9 yards. So it's like, it's pretty crazy that I could say that and everything. And I hope that that number grows as time goes on and everything too, as well as we roll on into 2023 and everything. And you
I am way booked for I don't know, let's see, for my halfway features. I am booked until May, and I think for my podcast I'm booked till March now, or maybe April.
Wow. So if you want to get a feature and everything, you might as well try to get it now before, like, you know, it becomes like 2024 that you'll be able to get a feature and everything too. So, like, you know, those features book up quickly. I'm being honest, right? When you announced that, Christopher, you had like 20 or some some crazy amount of people that like wanted a feature and everything.
I've even had some people that I've never even heard before, which I was like, wait, I have to hear your poetry first. I had like about I think 10 people message me saying, hey, I need to be your feature. And I'm like, have I heard your work before?
It's crazy because, you know, like some of the features you had, you actually found on this platform. Actually, you met when you found Black
Mhm.
Silver and everything.
And
Gregorio
Mitch, the one
Migueles,
I'm having next week.
Mitch, excuse me. I'm getting my names mixed up because Gregorio Migueles is in the room right now. I love that name right there. We're gonna be hearing from Gregorio very soon and everything too as well.
Usepe.
Usepe. Yes, we're hearing from Usepe. Excuse me, Usepe. Yes, so Usepe is, I believe, was a feature too as well for you, Christopher, too. I believe, or no, going to be a feature.
No.
Marzo, I mean in March.
I know I'm trying to get more Garage Poets. I mean, not Garage Poets. I get that confused with Gorilla. I'm sorry, Jeff. I get Garage and Gorilla Poets mixed up. I know I have 2 Gorilla Poets set up for my features as well. I have Nemo for, let's see, I think for my podcast, I have him for December. For my podcast, November, for More Poetry, December. And then I have Josh Smalls. I have him for my podcast in January, but for More Poetry, I have him for May.
Wow. Talk about a lot that you got going on there, Christopher, too, as well. You know, that Gorilla Garage, Potato, everything like that. You know, hey, you know, at the end of the day,
Yeah.
we're all poets over here, or performers, I should say. Excuse me. We're all performers over here in our own right. And you know what? We're all here in this space sharing and basking in our greatness right here. And it's always good to hear you and your greatness, Christopher. So thank you again for coming through and everything too. Like Jeff Taylor said in the chat, it's a G thing. It's a G thing, excuse me.
Yes,
My
and
eyes are
thank
getting-
you, Jersey Jesus, for forgiving me my poetry sins.
I will see you in 2 weeks.
I don't think I'll last that long.
Always good to hear Christopher Moore right over here. Make sure you go check out More Poetry and all that Christopher's got going on. This man has got a lot of hands in the cookie jars, as they say. So we're keeping on going on with this list and everything too as well. I got Park Quillian coming up to the mic right over here, all the way out in DC right now with the cool pumpkin words right there. Yes, those are words there, people that are looking on the live stream and everything. Those are words over there. It's cool as all hell. Get in this room, you can see it up more closer. How's it going, Park Quillian? How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Thanks so much, Nick. Great space here as always. I thought I'd read my Sunset trilogy tonight, just feeling in the sunset mood. So it's actually featured in Inkblots Volume 1, which is also as the cover also features a word design that I created for the DC Poetry Collective. Speaking of Mark Fishbein, he's the one who started that and got that book rolling. So props to him as always. So let me go off camera here so I can see my screen and not just show you my forehead. Sunset Trilogy 1. When the setting sun will paint a line along the edges, and leaves will make the fading light a subtle shade of mauve, then little birds will dash and dart both to and from the hedges, a loosely woven warbling garb sweeping over the grove. And 2. Sky was in flames, the cool fire spread along the horizon, painting a changing pattern of brilliance that flickered and faded as the sun slipped slowly away. And 3. The ball of fire came into land at the tip of the shore and blazed a trail across the sea before it fell off the very edge of the world. And thank you very much.
Ooh, I love that. The Sunset Trilogy right there. I just imagine like the sun just coming down and setting, even though it's currently nighttime outside and everything. And it's just like the sun decided to come up and decided to take a peek and say, "Ooh, hi. Hi." It was really cool right there. I love that part, Quillian. That was awesome right there. Always great to hear you. One of our many mainstays over here at this open mic, right over here. Come on through if you want to hear some more poetry and everything. Parquillian, also, where can the people find you online and your amazing work that you do and everything?
Well, thank you so much. You can find it on parquillian.com or on Instagram. I'm there under Parquillian. You can see things like my pumpkin background and my snow leopard has the words for snow leopard making up the shape of the I don't know how well you can see that on here, and I actually got a new release coming up hopefully tomorrow, but I thought I'd give a sneak peek here. My native sea turtle. It's made out of the words for sea turtles. I've always loved collecting words in different languages, and I've just the last few years I've been realizing I can make images out of those. So it's been a lot of fun.
Ooh-wee. It's a lot going on right over there for Parquillian right there. Make sure you go check out what Parquillian's got and everything. There's a lot right there. Go check out that website too as well and everything. Otherwise, you'll end up with a pizza on my head like I am and everything. It's always good to hear you, Parquillian. Again, great to see you. Drop your info right in the chat for the people there and everything too.
Will do.
Thank you so much. Always a pleasure to have you here. All right, y'all. We're going to go back to the garage right now. The amp is turned up to 11, and we got Ethan Mackler coming up here and everything. Ethan, how you
Hello.
doing?
Hey, Nick.
How's it going?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing this fine evening?
Oh, this fine evening, I'm doing very well and everything. You know, it's great. It's great to have you here, Ethan. You know, I'm happy and everything. You know, I did bring the 2 boots home with me, Lizzie. That's a reference to a pizza spot and everything too in Manhattan that we were at and everything too. It's really good pizza. So I brought the pizza home with me and everything. I'm enjoying a good meal of pizza and poetry. So and music now too as well. I'm ready to hear you whenever you are. Oh, I missed that bass so much.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was absolutely, yes, all about that bass, all about that bass, no trouble. Oh, that was so good right there. I love that so much right there. Great stuff.
Thank you very
Ethan.
much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're welcome, Ethan. It's always good to have you here. One of our many mainstays over here at this open mic and everything. Ethan, let the people know also where they could find you online if you have anything cool coming up too as well. I don't know if you have any live performances coming up over here in the Massachusetts area. But if you want to let them know.
I have a live in-person show coming up in December 15th at the Burren in Davis Square for a singer-songwriter by the name of Tom Anderson. And then sort of week by week, Mondays, Wednesdays are various in-person gatherings at Portobello's Pub Mondays in Brighton, Ward 4 in Auburndale, and I've recently discovered the Gaff in Waltham. That's Wednesdays as well. And I can be found on Facebook, Ethan Mackler, ETHAN MACKLER on Facebook. And as well as I'm part of the Garage Poets with Jeff Taylor. And we can be found on Facebook as well, Garage Poets Open Mic on Facebook. And yeah, I guess that's it for me for now. Thank you.
All right, that was awesome right there. Gotta love the bass right there. Gotta love that bass, right, y'all? I know everything. It's always great, and just, you know, it's amazing to have Ethan right over here. Amazing, amazing performer. One of the many mainstays over here at this amazing open mic right over here. Always good to have you here, Ethan. Thank you for coming through tonight. All right, so we are going on to, we got a few more people to go and everything too as well. We got Marianne Peterson coming to the mic right now. Marianne, what is going on? How are you?
Okay, not much going on. Just working on my 2 books I've been working on for a while. I'm on page 8 of one and page 17 of the other. And I've been doing better than I was on the 28th of October.
Nice. Nice. Very good, Mary.
This song, I have a song and a poem. The song I'm going to do first. It's called I'm a Rebel on the Run. I believe I wrote it when I was a teenager, but I don't have a date on it, but I'm guessing it was as a teenager. I'm a rebel on the run. I love having fun. I'm a rebel on the run. I'm a rebel looking for love. I'm a rebel on the run. I need to find somebody to love. Everyone needs someone to love. I'm a rebel on the run. I'm a rebel looking for someone. I'm a rebel looking for love. I'm a rebel on the run. I need to find somebody to love. I'm a rebel. I need to find somebody to love. I'm a rebel. I'm a rebel looking for love. I'm a rebel on the run. I need to find somebody to love. That's the song. Now the poem that I'm going to read is the one I wrote on the 28th of October. Why do you want to abandon me? It's called. Why do you want to abandon me, just like everybody else has? Is it just because I am afraid? Is it because you don't truly love me? Is it because you think I am dumb? If you abandon me, I will surely die, whether from a broken heart or suicide. My heart has too many times for me to survive another heartbreak. I cannot take any more heartbreak. I have had too much already. That's it for that.
Ooh, okay. Poem hit right there. I like that a lot. Go on.
Thanks.
Oh, I also didn't know if you had anything else you wanted to share, Marianne, if you had another one or not.
I could share another one. I think I'm going to share one of my raps. I haven't done it in a little bit, so I'm just going to share one of my raps. This one's called I started writing on April 23rd, 1996. I finished it April 27th, 1996. Prostitution, sex, dropouts, crime, confusion, war, gangs, misunderstandings, violence in the streets. That's what the world is full of. We have to turn this world around. We have to let ourselves get open minds. We have to help each other. We have to try to just different races, different religions, and short, different people. Can't let the negativity go on. All of us are just as strong as just different races, different religions. This is the message between these lines. Be open-minded instead of closed-minded. Word. That's it for that one.
Ooh, okay. Playing ukulele, writing poetry, and rapping. Is there anything you can't do, Marianne? That was awesome right there.
So far, there's not much I can't do. Although I don't think I would ever be able to tap dance. That's one thing I don't do.
I actually, it's funny that you mentioned that because a friend of mine that I will keep nameless in this one, I told a friend, I was like, I could tap dance. He's like, no, you can't.
Yeah.
So guess what the heck I did? I said, got right on up, put on some shoes, and I started tap dancing, and it was impressive. And he's like, I cannot believe that I just like. He goes, I'm like, now sit there, and like think about your decisions right there. What you just did, you don't ever did that.
Yeah.
So yeah, never say I don't tap dance because I will just break out the shoes and start tap dancing. And they actually work. I don't have enough tap dancing shoes. That's the crazy part. But it's always good to see you, Marianne, and always a pleasure to see you. And I wish you all the luck on the 2 new books and everything. Where can the people find your other books and your SoundCloud and everything too as well? And all that you got coming up.
Okay, on SoundCloud, you would go under Rich Mary 1, WRITMARY, number 1, all small letters, no spaces. Our YouTube channel under Marianne Peterson. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram under Marianne.Peterson.556. I'm on Twitter under Sue Marianne. I'm also on Clubhouse under Marianne35. And all 8 of my books are available on Amazon. Life 1, Life 2, Love and Lust 1, and 41 is 46. You have to be 18 not to protect adult content. And my other one, Obsession and Murder short stories, you have to be 18 not to protect violence and some stories. We've got my 9th and 10th books. I don't know which one I'll come out with first.
All right there. Make sure y'all get that noted down right there. Marianne's got a lot going on right over there. A lot of hands and different cookie jars and everything. So make sure you go check out Marianne Peterson and everything and what she's got going on. All the love to you and everything. One of the many mainstays over here at this open mic right over here. And also make sure you drop that info in the chat for the people too as well and everything too. Many blessings. Always good to see you.
Thanks.
Always good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. So we got a couple more people to go and everything too. We have Banjo come up to the mic right now, or I should say Grandpa Banjo, because that was what happened last time that Banjo was here.
Yeah. What's up, y'all? How's everyone doing?
Oh, we're all doing well over here and everything. We're having a great old time over here at this mic and everything. And it's always great to see you too as well and everything. I love that tie, by the way. I could see it through my rainbow eyes.
Winnie the Pooh, huh?
I love it. I'm just saying, I love Winnie the Pooh right there. Like that, like my favorite was always Piglet. I'm just saying, my favorite was Piglet, but I mean, like, I like Winnie the Pooh too as well. So pretty cool and everything right there. I love that and everything. So that was pretty cool right over there. Oh, now I'm Tony Chopper right now. But yeah.
Maybe I should take off my tie of the poem I'm about to read.
I'm ready for it. I'm ready for that.
This is not a cute poem. This is not a cute poem. You know. Have a good night. Yeah, I'm talking to somebody.
All good.
Yeah, so, you know, I'm multitasking at work and I'm doing my poetry. I might as well let her walk by because this poem is not for the faint of heart. I know you guys do the erotic poetry every other week, but I just wrote this one a couple of days ago. It's called Feast on Your Body. Ooh, let me feast on your body till I get my fill. Yeah, let me have every part of you till time stands still. Let me give you endless pleasure that has never been known. Let me take you to the erotic pleasure zone. Let me fulfill your lustful desire. Yes, baby, let me take you higher. Fulfill your fantasy. Yes, baby, just come with me. Back to the Garden of Paradise, where love and ecstasy are united. Let me eat of your forbidden fruit. Let me pleasure you in your birthday suit. Ooh, ah, I'm just so horny for you. Oh, I just want you. Please, baby, let me feast on your body until we're both satisfied. That's it.
And that was a lot right there to take. Woo! It got really steamy up here. I think I might be losing my shirt very soon and everything. Woo! That was hot. I love that. That was great, Banjo. Always great to hear you again. Ooh. I don't know if you have any other ones you want to present, but that was hot right there. Woo!
Okay. Oh me, oh my. I'll just do another one. This was oh me, oh my. Why can't I soar high? I'm like a bird that can't fly, just stuck on the ground with no sound. Life and love are steadily passing me on the other side, on this highway of life that I can't ride. Even when I hitchhike, no one picks me up. What the fuck? What the fuck? Seeking an oasis, maybe a rainbow, but all that it does is just go. Oh me, oh my. I don't want to live, but I don't want to die. That's it. That's it.
That's it right there. Ooh, okay, all right, okay. I like that. I like that, Banjo. That was awesome right there. I like both those pieces a lot.
Thank you.
Breathing right there. Yeah, I might have to change my shirt. I'm getting really sweaty about that first one. Right there. That was great. I love that one. Always good to hear you. Always good to hear you, Banjo.
If you guys want to check me out, tomorrow night I have my podcast, Big Old Top 20 Countdown, Season 7. We got a brand new episode. It's gonna. I don't know if this dude's ever been here, but he was a poet too. His name is Nick Vajegas. I don't know if you know. Yeah,
I've heard of the name.
Yeah,
yes.
he's gonna be the featured guest tomorrow on the podcast. And yeah, I like Christopher said, I'm booked for my podcast all the way until next year. Season 7 is really doing really well, and I just got my listenership too. I'm really happy. I'm really happy because my listenership has gotten over to 35,000 listeners. I'm really happy about that. Yeah. Thank you, Deadpan. Thank you, Lizzie.
You just made my mouth drop. Like, whoa, that's so cool, Banjo. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm really happy about that, man. I'm just like, wow. Thank you. I definitely will keep it going.
Absolutely. Keep it going, Banjo. I'm so happy for you right there. That is awesome right there.
You know what, Nick? I found out that your episode that you were on was one of my highest rated too.
Amazing! Fame and fortune, here we go, Banjo. Yes! We are on our way up. We going up. That's
I'm telling you.
Like the Halo, we going up. It's just nothing but positive vibes from here on out. I'm with it.
For real.
Oh man, thank you so much. I really gotta say thank you though for the opportunity right there and everything too.
That's what I love to do. The name of my podcast, Jeff, is Big O's Top 20 Countdown, and we're in season 7. Matter of fact, a couple of days ago, I just taped the 240th episode.
Ooh, 240! Wow, impressive right there. Damn.
Yeah.
Podcast that didn't even last like 3 podcast shows. You were at 240 right there. You're running laps, run them. You're like the Tom Brady right there, running laps, run everybody. Oh man, that is awesome, Banjo. So congratulations right there. And if you can drop also the link to your podcast right there into the chat too, so people can go check that out too as well as all your socials too as well and everything too and everything.
Most definitely, I'll do that right now. I'll do that right now. Let me see. Copy. Yep. Thank you for having me, man. I'm sorry. And I was late. I was late for the for your show because I was I'm at work.
It happens, Banjo. It happens. Don't worry about that and everything. I'm just glad that you could be able to make it. Whether you make it just for the workshop portion or for the mic portion, for both. As long as we're here and celebrating and amongst your presence and everything too as well. And even if you're not amongst our presence, your spirit and essence will always be a part of this space and everything too as well. So don't feel like, oh man, like I'm under the pressure and everything like that. If there's something you got going on, you got to take care of that. I respect that and everything too as well. But we're always here and everything, and I got love for you. I always got love for you, my man.
I always got love for you too, man. Whenever you need me, I got you, brother. We're gonna meet in person one day because I'm on the West Coast. We're gonna meet up. we may have to meet in the middle.
We can probably meet, and let me see here. I'm trying to think what would be the middle. Probably be either Kansas City or Chicago, but we can make that happen.
Let me know. I'll be there.
We can make that happen and everything. I mean, I know I'm going out to DC, but maybe if I can save up enough money, maybe I can fly out over to the West Coast. I've yet to make it back out to the West Coast, but we'll figure that out when time goes on and everything. And if I'm out on the West Coast, like, hey, I'm gonna let you know and be like, yo, let's hang out. Yeah.
Are you going to New Mexico?
It's to be determined and everything too as well. I'm trying to figure that all out and everything because I got a lot on my plate as it is right now with trips and everything too as well. So I am planning a DC trip already and everything too. I got a few friends who are like, I want to go to DC and everything. So I'm down to go down out there and everything. So hey, Martin, I might be coming out to your area. You never know. I'm thinking about New Mexico. I don't know if that'll work for me and everything with my schedule and everything, if it's gonna be, because I have also a wedding that I have to be a part of and everything, so I don't know what the dates are yet as of now. As soon as I know those dates and everything, we'll try to work our way around so I can get my way out there to New Mexico if I can, so we'll figure that out and everything too, Shocky, as time rolls on and everything too. But DC, that's definitely like an idea that I'm definitely trying to do.
Give me a heads up.
Let me take a break real quick. I gotta take this call.
Go for it, Banjo. We're gonna go to our next performer and everything. It's always great to have you and everything too as well, Banjo. We're gonna go to our next, and looks like it's gonna be our last performer of the live portion. It'll be UCP, Urban Cowboy Poet, or Gregorio Migueles too as well. As the name implies, UCP, always great to see you. How is everything?
Everything's really cool. Feliz Dia de los Muertos. I got my Day of the Dead shirt on.
Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot right there.
I got a legend for Dia de los Muertos, a folk legend. Unlike urban legends, folk legends are usually not funny, but they're legendary. I put one in the book, the Jersey Devil, actually, in this book. The marigold legend. El Dia de los Muertos features the marigold. This practice began in Mexican days of old. The bloom you might offer your great-grandmother has its roots in a tale of two young lovers. Two young Aztecs, Huitzilin and Xochitl, played together when they were little. They climbed the hill and offered flowers to the sun. The sun god Tonatiuh accepted every one. He shined on the children from above as they grew up, and then they fell in love. They joined there on the sunniest day ever and swore their love would last forever. But one day Huitzilin went off to war. The lovers would be together no more. The news of his death broke Xochitl's heart. She would rather die than remain apart. She climbed the hill to pray to the sun. Oh, Tonatiuh, please reunite us as one. The sun god was happy to use his power. A ray touched her cheek, turned her into a flower. A cempasúchil, or marigold, with fiery hues, orange and reds to get rid of her blues. Then, in the midst of a morning shower, a hummingbird lovingly touched the flower. The handsome colibri was Huitzilin reborn, kissing his lover in the early morn. She opened her petals to whistle in there, and a breathtaking aroma filled the air. They'll be together forever, starting from their rebirth, as long as hummingbirds and marigolds exist on Earth. This ancient miracle is the reason, it is said, marigolds are revered on the Day of the Dead. Feliz Dia de los Muertos. I'm going to be featured on Christopher's show in March in some warm country. I think probably go back to my home away from home, San Miguel de Allende in Mexico. And they have good Wi-Fi there. So I got a feature January 10th, the local Cleveland thing. I got more info later. Tomorrow I'm flying to Carolina. I'm Grandpa Greg, Grandpa Banjo, Grandpa Greg. My Griffey's second birthday is on Friday.
Happy birthday.
And he's got a new little brother too. And then I'm going to probably Mexico for a couple months, and then to San Diego to see my newest grandchild, who will be born in March, I think. And then back here for a while. That's it. I got to pack and fly in the morning. So, buenas noches todos.
Buenos noches, indeed. Gregorio Migueles, that was a great folk legend right there. That was awesome right there. And safe travels to you too as well and everything too. Always a pleasure to have you on here. Make sure you go pick up Urban Cowboy Poet's book right there, Urban Cowboy Poetry. And also let the folks know how they can buy the book too as well. And where they can
I will
find
put that.
you.
But I am coming back to New York to Carnegie Hall. I don't have ticket information yet, but January 20th, I'll be in Carnegie Hall.
Excuse me. But yes, I can't wait for that too as well. That'll get me out of the house and everything this cold winter and everything. So like I will definitely as soon as you get those ticket information, Gregorio, please let me know and everything. And if it's within the budget and everything too as well, I will definitely get myself a ticket and come out and support you and everything too as well.
Claro.
And even if I can, I'll buy a ticket and hand it to a buddy of mine and everything. So at least I still can support you in everything in whatever way possible and everything. So I'll do my best to support you in whatever way possible and everything. Lizzie
Cool.
also wants a ticket too. So hey, you're gonna get two people right there. Right off the get go, right there.
Yeah. And my friend Heidi, you met at the Poet Festival. She'll be there. And I'm going with my two sisters. They're going to be singing too.
Ooh, it's a family affair right there. It's a family affair. Two different family affairs.
It's a family affair. Okay.
All right, awesome. Go ahead.
Busy chatting my info here. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you so much, Gregorio. Always great to see you. Yes, get that info right in the chat right there, and safe travels once again right there. So I just checked off the last name of the list right there, unless if I missed anyone, which I don't believe that I did. And actually I checked the last name of the list with my right hand this time. I don't normally write with my left hand, but it's so hard for people to notice that because I'm writing this way and it's like, oh, it's like he's writing with his right hand. I write with my left hand actually, so it's funny. So I wrote the check mark with my right hand and it actually came out really well. So I guess you could say I'm ambidextrous with the pen. Oh man, what an amazing show this was tonight and everything too. Thank you to all that has come out tonight. If anyone wants to stick around and do some extra poetry, we'll stick around right here in the room. If you want to do an extra little set of poetry and everything, we'll do another round and everything, and all that stuff and everything, and go from there. But for the people on the live stream, thank you again for coming out tonight. I will be back here on November 16th. That is 2 days before Anime NYC. So if you're going to be in the New York area and you're at that convention, come see me right over there. You could take pics with me, get a book from me in person over there. I will bring copies over there. Who knows? Maybe I might be doing a panel over there. I don't know yet, but that's just a little rumor right there. I'm just saying as of right now. But who knows? I don't know. The future is what you make of it and everything. So let your futures be bright and shiny and everything. And for those that want to stick around and do poetry, stay in the room right here. And for those that don't and want to get on out of here, have a great night. And for those that need the room ID, it is 850-9001-2176 is the Zoom meeting ID. For the passcode, please message me on the Real Nick P on IG, Facebook, Nick Paleologos. My email is mpr2389. If you have email, that's totally fine and everything. And make sure you also support all the people here tonight and everything. For the live stream, enjoy the rest of your evening.